So there are a couple different math assignments in your packet this week. And I'm going to go over a couple of them. If you are not understanding them or just need some extra help. So the first one I'm going to go over is the one that's called NED'S chore chart. Okay. So the first page you have is a picture of the chore chart. So this is a graph. So when we're looking at a graph, we want to look at what's going up the y-axis, so the axis that goes up and down like this, and then what's going across the x-axis, which is going across like this. So on the part that's going up and down on this side right here, I'm going to look, and they've labeled his chores. So the first chore he has is to make his bed. The one underneath is to put dirty clothes in the laundry basket. The next one he has is to empty the dishwasher. The next one he has is to feed the cat. And the last one he has is to set the table. So he has 5 chores to do during the week. Now on the x-axis on the top right here, it has the days of the week. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so on this graph, what they're showing us is what chores that Ned does on what days of the week. So if we look here, to see what days of the week that Ned does each chore, I'm going to look at the chore. So it says make bed. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look. Does he make his bed on Sunday? No, there's a blank space. There's no check mark. So he doesn't make it on Sunday. But all these days right here, Monday through Friday, he does make his bed. And then Saturday, he doesn't. So let's look at the next one. Put dirty clothes in a laundry basket. He doesn't do it on Sunday. He does it on Monday. There's a check mark here. And then the rest of the week, I don't see anything. And then the next one, empty the dishwasher. So does he do it on Sunday? No, because there's nothing here. So I'm going to look at the next day, Monday. There's a check mark, so he does it on Monday. What about Tuesday? Nope, not on Tuesday. Wednesday he does. He doesn't do it on Thursday. He does it on Friday, and then he doesn't do it on Saturday. So he's emptying the dishwasher every other day. And then feed the cat. I see right here there's a check mark on every single day. So that means he fed the cat every single day that week. The last one, setting the table. So he didn't do it on Sunday. There's a blank space. There's check marks Monday through Friday here. And then Saturday, there's another blank space. So that tells me he only did it Monday through Friday. Now, also on this graph, on the bottom of the graph, it says bonus. That's what this little star-looking thing is. It says bonus. And it says, do all chores Monday through Friday for an extra 30 minutes of screen time on the weekend. So whoever made his chore chart for him told him that if he does all these chores Monday through Friday, so I'm looking right here, Monday through Friday, then he would get an extra 30 minutes of screen time on the weekend. The other thing I see here is that he earned $5 for the chores that he did do. So now I'm going to go to the next page with the questions on them. Okay, so question number 1 says, which is a chore on the chart? So I'm going to zoom in. So it gives us options: wash windows, clean floors, set table. So I'm going to look. Wash windows. Was that one of the ones that I said that were on here before? No. So wash windows is not going to be my answer. Clean the floors. Let's look back on the chart. Was clean the floors on here? Nope. So that's not going to be my answer either. Set the table. Let's look. I see set the table on there. So that's our answer to number 1. Number 2, which chore did Ned do every day? So I talked about that before. So one of these has a check mark on every single day going across. So I'm going to look at the days up here, and then I'm going to look through which chore is there a check mark for every single day. If there's blank spaces, that means he didn't do it every single day. So let's look. Empty the dishwasher. So I'm going to look at empty dishwasher. No, I see some blank spaces here, so that means he didn't do it every day. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Oh, there's a check mark on every day, but let's just double check. Make the bed. Did he make the bed every day? There's some blank spaces here, so that means he didn't make the bed every day. So my answer is going to be feed the cat. Number 3, what day of the week did Ned do all of his chores? So our options are Monday, Wednesney, or Sunday. So let's look at Monday first. So when I'm looking at the days of the week, I'm sorry, that is loud. So when I look at the days of the week, I'm going to look going down this way. Okay? So I'm going to look at Sunday. If he did, so the question asks me, what day of the week did Ned do all of his chores? If he did all of his chores on that day, there's going to be check marks going all the way down. So Sunday, are there check marks going all the way down? No. Monday, are there check marks going all the way down? Yeah, there is. And that was one of my answer choices. But I'm going to double check Wednesday and Sunday just to be sure. So let's look at Wednesday. Were there checks going all the way down? Nope, there's a blank spot here. And then what about Sunday? Oh, we did Sunday. Nope, there's a bunch of blank spaces here. So my answer is Monday. So I'm going to circle Monday. I'm going to go to the next page. All right, number 4 asks, how much money did Ned earn? Did he earn $4, $3.50, or $5? So when I explained before, when we were going over the chart, there was a spot on the chart where it said money earned. Can you find that spot on the chart? Good, it's right here, money earned. So it says right here, he earned $5. So how much money did Ned earn? $5. Number 5, did Ned earn his bonus? Yes or no? So to get his bonus, he needed to do all of his chores Monday through Friday for an extra 30 minutes of screen time. So Monday through Friday, so I'm just looking at this part right here. He needed to do all of the chores, but there's some blank spaces right here. So did Ned earn his bonus? No, he did not earn his bonus. All right, friends, so that is the chore chart. We have 2 papers for a pattern. So if it's hard for you to see on your paper, I can zoom in on here and you can see the color differences. I'm going to look at what each coin is. So this coin is a penny. This coin is a nickel. This coin is a penny. This coin is a nickel. This coin is a penny. What do you think is going to come next? A nickel is going to come next. So I'm going to find the nickel that's down here on the bottom. There's a nickel right here. I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to paste it right here. You could also, if you don't have scissors or glue, you could just draw a line. Okay? Now I'm going to look at my next one. This one's kind of hard to see. I have a dime, and then I have a quarter, and then I have a dime, and then I have a quarter. And then I'm going to have a dime, and then a quarter. So that's how the pattern goes. Listen to me say it. Dime, quarter, dime, quarter. The next one will be dime, the next one will be quarter. So in this box right here, I'm going to find the dime, and it's going to cut out and paste here. And then I'm going to find the quarter, and I'm going to cut it out and paste it here. Okay? The next one, dime, dime, penny. Dime, dime, penny would come after. So I'm going to find the penny, and I'm going to paste it on here. And again, you can also just draw a line. Okay? And then the last one says penny, dime, quarter. Penny, dime, quarter. Good. So then I would find the dime. So there's a dime here. And the last quarter is going to go here. All right, and then the last page, this one's a little trickier because we're skip counting. So in each of these, there is a number pattern. So for the first one, it says they're giving me a 3 and a 6. Whatever number is going to come first in these patterns is what you're going to be counting by. So this pattern starts with 3. So in every box, I'm going to add 3 more. So we started with 3. If I add 3 more, I go to 6 because 3 plus 3 is 6. Let me write it on my whiteboard. If I have 6 and I add 3 more, I get what? And you can draw dots if you need to. 6 dots and 3 dots, or you can use your touch points. 6 plus 3 is 9. Now, if I put a 9 in this box right here, let's check to make sure that works. 9 plus 3. Is 9 plus 3 12? Yes. Is 12 plus 3 15? Yes. Is 15 plus 3 18? Yeah, so we were right. The 9 comes here. All right, so in the next pattern, we're starting with 8. So every time we're going to be adding 8 more. So I'm adding 8 more from 8. So what that looks like as an equation is 8 plus 8. You can do this in your head, you can use your fingers, you can draw dots, or you can use your touch points. When I add 8 plus 8, I get 16. Now let's check that. So it says the next number is 24. So now I'm going to add 16 plus 8 because we're adding on every time. This one's a little trickier. So I'm going to count up from 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I counted up using dots. I got 24. Okay. Now I'm adding 24 plus 8. Again, I'm going to count up. 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Is that what they have right here? Yeah, they do. So now there's another blank space, so I got to fill in that blank space. So I'm going to erase my board to give me some room. So I'm starting with 32 plus 8. This is a big number. So I'm going to count up from 32. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So 32 plus 8 is 40. And if I add 8 more from 40, I get 48, and that's what my last box is here. So we did it right. All right, the next section starts with 4. So I'm adding 4s every time. Okay. So I'm starting with 4 plus 4. Again, use your touch points, use your fingers. But when I add 4 plus 4, I get 8. And that's what they have next. So we got it right. Now we're adding 8 plus 4. Use your touch points, use your fingers. If I add 8 plus 4, I get 12. And is that what they have in their next box? Yes, it is. So now there's a blank space, so I have to fill it in. So I'm going to add 12 plus 4. I'm going to count up. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 12 plus 4 is 16. And I'm going to check the rest of my boxes to make sure that I'm doing it right. So if we're following the pattern, 16 plus 4 is 20, which is what they have. And 20 plus 4 is 24, which is what they have. So if you see my pattern here, no, it's kind of messy, but I'm adding 4 every time. That's my pattern. So I'm skip counting by 4s. All right, the last pattern, we're starting with 10. If I'm skip counting by 10s, that means I'm adding 10 every time. So 10 plus 10 is 20. So that's what we have here. We started with 10 and then they jumped to 20. Now I'm jumping from 20 to 30. If I add 30 plus 10, I get 40, which is what we've jumped to here. If I add 40 plus 10, I jump to 50, which is what they have here. And now I have a blank space at the end, so I need to fill that in. So 50 plus 10 is 60. You can see we were skip counting by 10. So if we were to fill that all in, it would look like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Drawing hands on a clock. So if my paper says 5 o'clock, well, it's going to give me a blank clock. So if I were to draw 5 o'clock, I'm first going to draw my short arrow. I'm going to draw my small hand for this first number here. I always start with the shorthand. So the shorthand says 5. And that's going to point to the 5. All right, for my second hand, I'm going to draw that one in blue for you so you can see the difference. So the second part after the colon here, after our dots, I'm going to draw that hand in blue. If it's 2 zeros, 5 o'clock, we put the big hand on the 12. And that one's going to be a little bit bigger. So when I read this, I know that this says 5 o'clock. Let's try another one. If my problem says 2:30, I'm going to start with my black marker, underline the 2, and I'm going to start with that hand. So that hand points to the 2. Now for the second part, I'm going to underline it in blue. Is there a number 30 on the clock? No, there's not a number 30, but what number represents 30 minutes? The 6 does. Now my clock says 2:30. Good. All right, the last assignment that you have is a more than, less than, or equal to activity. Now this is something that we started in class, but you might not remember it, and so that's why I'm going to go over it with you, okay? So I'm going to show you my screen. Okay, so this is the example page, okay? So you should have 3 pages of this. The first page is the example page, and then there's 2 pages of work. So on the example page, I see apples at the top, okay? I'm gonna read this. It says, this sign means greater than or bigger. So it says, Emily has 8 apples. Chris has 4 apples. 8 is bigger than 4. 8 is greater than 4. Remember, greater and bigger mean the same thing. So to show that 8 is bigger than 4, this arrow looks like this. To show that 8 is greater than 4, I call this an alligator mouth, and the alligator mouth is going to eat the 8. Because think of it like a mouth. So alligator mouth. And I kind of made this look like a little monster. Look, I kind of made him look like a little Pac-Man. The Pac-Man is eating the 8. Okay? So the next one says, this sign means less than or smaller. So it says Emily has 3 footballs and Chris has 7 footballs. 3 is smaller than 7. 3 is less than 7. So the way they showed that is that 3 is less than 7. So if we were to flip-flop that, the number that's bigger, 7, is the number that the Pac-Man or the alligator is eating. They want to eat the bigger number because the bigger number has more food because it's bigger, right? And then the last one says equals means equal to or the same. So Emily has 6 leaves. Chris has 6 leaves. 6 is the same as 6. 6 is equal to 6. So when they're equal, we put an equal sign in the middle to show that they're the same number. So you have some problems to do. So we're going to do the first one together, and then you guys are going to do the rest by yourself. So it says, it gives us a reminder here at the top what our signs mean. And then it says Emily washes 34 plates. And Chris washes 14 plates. Which number is bigger, 34 or 14? Good, 34 is bigger. So my Pac-Man is going to eat 34. Okay? All right, so you guys are gonna do the rest of the problems yourself. If you have any questions with math or language arts, you guys are always allowed to call me during the week, okay? I know that there isn't always a grown-up there to help you sometimes, or maybe your grown-up doesn't understand the assignment, and that's okay. I know this is a lot of work, so if you guys, whenever you guys need help, feel free to ask me or rewatch this video. Bye, guys.